Hello everyone, it's Richard Readings. We are going to do an Aries reading for April and May, the transitions coming with April and May, the energies that we will be going through as Aries, April and May. So this one is for you. Aries, your first card, Judgment. Judgment is something new, the birth of something new, a dawning of a new day. All of those kind of archetypal things that mean that a new energy is going to take place, a new phase of life is beginning, something new is beginning. And this is important. It can also be a call to action, meaning something appears for you now that you didn't hear before, but now all at once it seems like it is the answer. You also have the Hierophant, which is about seeing through lies, seeing through what is not real to make sense of what is real, and being somebody that other people rely on for that. So Aries, a call to action and seeing through something that is not real. Let's ask about the call to action first. So this call to action, what is it for Aries? Aries, what is this call to action for April and May? Four of Wands. So this means a direction for your motivation. Where are you going to put your fire? Where are you leaning towards? That's coming for you in this April to May. The Empress, the feeling of being able to achieve whatever you need to achieve. If you're a boy, it can still be the Empress. It's just the same meaning as having all the abilities you need to find success, specifically financial success, at your disposal. And the Star, which is hope. Hope is super powerful. Something new is coming. Your whole entirety, your intuition, everything is turning from a place that maybe was not so positive to a place that is hopeful and positive now. So the call to action is most likely going to be in the form of you're going to figure out what you want to do. What, maybe not as far as like your job or career, but it could be. And this call to action is also going to be in the realization that you can do whatever you want to do. You can achieve success doing whatever you want to do. And that feeling is going to give you a new sense of hope that you possibly haven't had before to this extent after going through the situation. So now let's learn more about the Hierophant. What are you going to be needing to see through? What are other people relying on you? What energies around the Hierophant? Aries, you're going to need to take a look at your heart and see what's true, what is really in line with what you want. Are you content? Are you happy? Are you looking for the next thing? You're going to see through these things, these issues in your heart. Alignment, Three of Wands, finding that thing that finally aligns with your fire inside and makes you want to move for that, which is all about being a Hierophant, to see through the things you don't want to do in order to find alignment, find peace. And Ace of Cups, more peace, a new fulfillment, a new emotional fulfillment. This star, this hope is going to influence all of it. Aries, you are very fire all the time. Very fire all the time, the most fiery of the zodiac symbols. And so when you have this call to action, it is actually not so much a fire, which is how Aries typically handles things. It's more a water, because you are going to, through emotions, through this new emotional fulfillment that you find, are finally going to start putting your drive and your fire in a direction, molding it and using it as something that you can use to achieve your goals. And that is all from this hope, from this feeling of connection that you're finding with your heart. What does that mean? Aries, what do you need to be thinking of for this upcoming months? April and May. What does Aries need to know? That you can get stuck in your mind. You might feel like you're going around in circles with this Eight of Swords It's not always a positive card. You see it is very dark, and it has these two people who can keep going around over and over and over, trapped by their own thoughts, like in a maze, in a labyrinth in your own thoughts, being stuck in the same thought processes that you've always used, and maybe they're not helpful, they're not healthy anymore. Revealing, dropping, letting go of that which covers up your emotions. Seven of Swords. So Swords is about the mind, but the moon is about the emotions. And Seven of Swords is kind of like taking down that wall between your mind and your emotions, because you've set up this wall that like keeps everything at bay in your mind. But now you're kind of taking it off. You're letting yourself out, because these typical reactions and processes that you have mentally are not working for you anymore. You need to look at things in a more emotional way. And so that's going to have you strip down these thoughts, these walls that keep you from revealing your true self and being vulnerable, because Aries, you are not very good at being vulnerable sometimes. You're going to need to know that you can go new places with this. It's going to take you new places. Once you do this, even though it is scary and it is not in the comfort zone of an Aries to strip away walls and be vulnerable, allowing yourself to be vulnerable is going to be the reason that you can go somewhere new, either spiritually or even physically. You might just go somewhere new in the world. So what is the final outcome of this for Aries? What is Aries going to have after they go through the situation? Once they connect with this emotional side and bring hope into that and start to strip away these old walls and thought processes that no longer work, what's the outcome going to be? Action. Eight of Wands. It's going to be pretty quick explosion forward after this happens for you. This might be the missing link, this emotional fulfillment, or this new emotional connection might be the missing link that you need to take the next step into whatever it is, because there's going to be a burst of energy once this is done. The Empress. I'm sorry, the Emperor. You already have the Empress. Now you also have the Emperor. So at the end, it's basically going to prove that you are able to do these things. Once you start to put desire in check and have a clear path, emotionally connected to your hope and your desire, and be vulnerable and let yourself feel these things, you're going to succeed like you've never succeeded before. All of these hopes that you want, all of these feelings of, I know I can do it, I know that I'm strong enough to do this, are going to come true, because you're going to explode and move into that. And then let's just do one more card. Strength. A new sense of strength. Aries wand is the fire card, and you're all about fire. But this might be a new form of fire. It's perseverance. It's long lasting. It's strong. It's not dying. And that is going to come because you found this emotional security, this emotional connection. So Aries, pretty positive reading. Connect with your emotions. Take these walls down, because they're the things that are holding you back. And be hopeful. Hope. Don't fall into the negative pathways. Don't let yourself get lost in them. Keep hoping and keep doing the work, and you'll end up in the right place.